Hi, welcome to this Brawl Stars video, and today I'm going to rank all the brawlers in Brawl Stars, including Leon. But let's do this. First off, we have Bo at number 22. He's just always been weak, and they haven't really been buffing him. I mean, his star power's pretty good, and like duos on maps like Cave and Crunch, Island Invasion, Feast or Famine, so he's pretty good at duo Showdown, I guess. But yeah. Okay, at number 21 we have Mortis. He's actually pretty weak, but he's great on Brawl, Ball, and Gem Grab. He's not like the best ball carrier, but he's still great. And not the best gem carrier, but he's still pretty good. But at Showdown, he usually plays like 5th. He's pretty good at surviving and on solo Showdown. And duo Showdown, I guess you can just have one like guy who's beasting, and then Mortis just surviving if that guy dies. But let's move on. At number 20 we have Piper. She's pretty good on bounty. Yeah, that's it. If you don't have good range, you should definitely not be playing Piper. But there's so many bushy maps now, and Piper isn't. Well, she's awful on maps like Cave and Crunch. She'll just die. She's probably the worst brawler on solo Showdown, in my opinion, tied with like Poco. Yeah, this is my opinion. So yeah, she's great on bounty, but otherwise she's pretty bad. So let's move on. Okay, at number 19 we have El Primo. He's pretty good on like heist and brawl ball. He's a great ball carrier and can do some damage to the safe in heist, and he's pretty good on Cave and Crunch and Island Invasion in the early game on Island Invasion. Yeah, but his star power is basically him using it, makes his super better, but it's hard for him to charge up in his super on most maps. Even though they are making a lot of bushy maps, but yeah, that's like all I have to say. Oh, I also remember one thing. I just want to tell you that Mortis and Piper, they are almost like tied for me. I just had to choose one over the other, and since I played Piper more often than Mortis because I don't have Mortis on my main account, I decided to choose Piper over Mortis because I have more experience with Piper. But yeah, next brawler. At number 18 we have Frank, and I have the same problems with him as El Primo except for the star power thing. They are both great ball carriers, and yeah, but also one thing, like if Frank, he's so slow, so if he's going up against like Spike, a crow with a super, or yeah, COLT with a super, like he's gonna die. And El Primo's great at countering Frank. But and also Frank misses his super, he's dead, and you just like you just use Tara's super or Shelly super or Frank super or a Primo super or probably some brawler super I forgot on him, and Brawl super, and he'll die. He don't have a chance. But yeah, next brawler. Okay, at number 17 we have Dynamite. Same problem as Primo and Frank. Dynamite used to be super OP, but they have now nerfed him, and there's not as much people teaming. Like, he's without a doubt tied with Barley for the best brawler on, I don't remember which map actually, but it was some solo it was some Showdown map where I came up with a strategy which I should do a video on, which is so OP if you have enough health with him. But yeah, it's hard to hit his shots because, for example, Mortis just go away. He just dash away from Dynamite shots. So yeah. Next brawler. At number 16 we have Poco. He used to be super good. They haven't nerfed him actually. I don't know why, but I just feel like he's worse than every other brawler on this list. Like, Poco is probably tied for the worst brawler on solo showdown with Piper, because he has not amazing range but still good. And his super and star power, especially star power, is only good if he has teammates. I mean, his super is really strong even if he doesn't have teammates, but his star power only works if he has teammates. But yeah, Poco, he also does the lowest damage in the game, so that's also another reason. But let's move on. Next brawler. At number 15 we have Ricochet. He's very similar to COLT. I think, yeah, I'm going to talk about COLT after this, but I think he's slightly worse than COLT. Oh yeah, I realized I'm probably pronouncing COLT's name wrong. When I'm saying it sounds more like a cult, where like Satanists and shit, or stereotypical Satanists and stuff like that. But yeah, Ricochet, he's pretty good. His super is very solid on maps with a lot of walls, like other like throwers and stuff like that. So yeah, he's just not strong enough. So next brawler. At number 14 we have COLT. He has recently got buffed, a pretty big buff, but not like a huge buff. He's not like the biggest buff ever in Brawl Stars, but it's still a big buff. I just think he's better than Ricochet. For example, heist, he can break walls and hit the safe easier than Ricochet. But yeah, same with Brawl. But I guess you can find some angle with Ricochet where he super damages the safe on heist. But yeah, next brawler. At number 13 we have Jessie. And Jessie is one of my favorite brawlers in this game. It's without a doubt my second favorite brawler on Gem Grab. I mean, she's a slightly worse version of, or well, not slightly, she's a worse version of Penny. I think Jessie's super is better than Penny super now, and Penny's turret got nerfed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next brawler. At number 12 we have Darrell, and just recently he probably got the biggest nerf in the entire history of Brawl Stars. I mean, yeah, nerfing his health, nerfing his damage, nerfing his super. Yeah, he used to be the best brawler on highs without a doubt. Now he's just a shittier version of Bull. But his super is actually better on maps or game modes like Showdown, for example, because he can do the Bull thing now. Yeah, next brawler. At number 11 and right in the middle we have Crow. He's the first legendary to be put on this list. He's pretty good. He got a little buff, not a big buff, but still. He has just got nerfed so many times though, and he's pretty good because his poison can damage without him being vulnerable. It's pretty similar with Spike and Barley and Dynamite, actually, but he can just jump enemies and jump out of sticky situations with super. And yeah, next brawler. At number 10 we have Barley, rocking that awesome wizard skin. I mean, he's, in my opinion, a better version of Dynamite because it's easier, way easier to hit shots with him, and his super actually works if someone gets close to him and just, what's up mate, fuck you, and just fuck them up. Sorry for my language. But yeah, he's just a better version of Dynamite in my opinion, but he's got really low health, so on the maps where there's not a lot of walls, he's going to get wrecked. And he's also probably the brawler I play most on Bounty, actually. Also, I suck with Barley, so if like a pro would have done this, maybe he would be higher, but I've watched enough Brawl Stars on YouTube to understand which brawlers are great competitively and which brawlers are trash competitively, because I watch like Pro Brawl League and the YouTuber tournament. But next brawler. At number 9 we got Shelly. She's probably the most simple brawler in Brawl Stars, but she's probably one of the better shotgunners because of her range and her super. It's very simple, but I love it, especially if she have a star power. But she can pretty much just wreck Darrell if Darrell uses his super at her, and she can absolutely destroy Frank if Frank tries to use his super on her. If Shelly have her super, and she can also kill Bull. I'm not sure, but I think so at least. With her super, if they're close enough, because it breaks wall and stuff in with its star power, and if there's a lot of toxic gas on Showdown, they are going to be destroyed. Next brawler. At number 8 we got Nietzsche, rocking that awesome, probably like one of the best skins in the game. Not as good as Wizard, Barley, or Viking Bull in my opinion, but in my opinion it's better than Phoenix Crow, almost as good as Dragonite Jessie. She's really strong. Her super's really good. She can use it as shield, but it won't work that good on Penny. She'll just get one-shotted. Yeah, or two-shotted. Just decent health, or very good health. She got pretty low damage, but she got decent range, which is pretty good. So she can hold her own in a close range fight if she got her super and is going up against an enemy like maybe El Primo or even Leon. But yeah, next brawler. At number 7 we got Bull. He got recently buffed. Not a huge buff. Why do I keep saying buff? Not a huge buff, but still a little buff. He's just a better version of Darrell now, in my opinion. But that Viking skin is without a doubt my favorite skin. I love Vikings because I'm Swedish and Vikings are from Sweden, Norway, Denmark and Iceland. I'm not sure Finland, I don't think so. Because, yeah. Oh, I have a great idea for a skin. A Sami skin because they were in Finland, Norway and Sweden and Russia, I think. It's basically like Indians from the US, but the Nordic version. That would look so funny, in my opinion, just seeing him dressed up in that way. I'd love that, but yeah, he's really good on Cave and Crunch, probably the best brawler on Cave and Crunch, probably the best brawler on Feast or Famine, probably the best brawler on Island Invasion, probably the best tank shotgunner, in my opinion. Or, yeah, he's the best tank shotgunner, in my opinion. There's one tank I think is stronger than him right now, but yeah, I love Bull. He's probably my favorite brawler. Yeah. Also, I can't describe how much I love the Viking skin. But next brawler. At number 6 we have Tara, who has just been getting small buffs, or nerfs, not buffs. She used to be my favorite brawler. She's still incredibly strong. Like, imagine if you'd use Tara's super and then you'd be on the same team as a Penny and you'd get like 3 brawlers in that spot and just Penny would shoot at them. That would be so OP if you could pull that off. Tara is probably, she's the only brawler I use on Brawl Ball. And she's probably, in my opinion, the best brawler on Brawl Ball. She's not a good brawl carrier, but still the best brawler on Brawl Ball in my opinion. But let's move on. At number 5, we got Brock. He's just... Actually, not that many people have been asking for a nerf for Brock, but I think he needs a slight nerf, not a huge one. I mean, he can destroy Spike, or maybe it's because I have him level 4, and I have him almost 300 trophies, and he's level 4. And I just keep getting 2-shotted by him. But yeah, he's good close range. He's good long range. He got better range than Piper. His super is like a mix of Dynamite and Barley, which is just so OP, and his star power is also pretty good. But yeah, let's move on. At number 4 we have Pam. Her turret is so good. On Gem Grab, she's so good. On Showdown, she's so good. On Brawl Ball. Okay, on Heist. Okay, on Bounty, she's so good. Heist and Brawl, but she can be played, but not. She's not like incredible, but she's still good. She got a slight buff, not a huge one. But yeah, in my opinion, Pam deserves number 4 spot because she can play on so many different maps, and she's great at controlling the middling gem grab, and probably the best gem carry in gem grab. Second best is probably Poco. Third best, Mortis. Fourth best, like Primo or something like that. Yeah, I haven't been talking about Poco, so I'm just gonna say one thing. He's great on gem grab. That's all I wanted to say about Poco. Yeah, next brawler. And number 3, we have Penny. She's got that goth pirate look, but yeah, she got nerfed, and so now you basically just can't stand still and you won't be hit by her turret. But if you just run into a wall somehow and you're close to a player and Penny sees you and the turret is activated, you're 110 out of what? You're 110% going to die. No matter what. Even if you're like a 60 elixir, or you don't say elixir anymore in Showdown, but even if you're a 60 elixir El Primo, you're going to get demolished. Absolutely destroyed. There's no word for it. By Penny. Yeah, the next 2 brawlers you probably guess, but yeah. At number 2 we have Spike, the second legendary on this list. A lot of people is probably going to say Spike is number 1. He's number 1. There's no one you probably better than him. Leon is trash. What the fuck you doing, boo? What the fuck you doing, bitch? Let me fucking stab your grandma. Yeah, but Spike, he's amazing. He has just been great at every mod for a pretty long time now. His super allows you to actually use auto aim. You can't escape him if you have used his super on you. Yeah. They nerfed his range, but he has always been a close range brawler, so that doesn't really matter. He's just so OP, but I'm going to tell you why Leon is number 1 and Spike is number 2 in my opinion. At number 1, we have Leon. Even though he recently got nerfed, like just when the update came out, he's still probably the best brawler in the game because he's a close range brawler. Why do I keep saying baller sometimes? Yeah, but he's a close range brawler who can be played on long range maps. He got decent health. He's basically just a Spike, COLT, NITA thingy. I don't know what to say. He's just so good. I hope they don't nerf him before I get him, so I can get him to like 600 trophies, and then they nerf him. That's what I hope they are going to do. But yeah, that's all I had to say in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like. Yeah, Leon is the best brawler in Brawl Stars, in my opinion. I don't know where I was. My mom called me. But that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video with a friend. I have 4 subscribers. I want 5 subscribers. Yay, 5. 5 is better than 4. At least that's why. At least that's why what my math teacher told me. Because I suck at math. Or okay, I'm just gonna stop doing whatever I'm doing. Yeah. See you in another video if you watch this. And you are going to watch another of my videos, which you're probably not going to do, and you probably not even saw this. And why am I even doing this? This took like a couple hours to make. Why am I still doing this? Yeah, hope you found this video helpful. And why have I been talking like this for a long time? Bye.